Look at that. I guess I have time in between a big job interview to give you guys my WWE Fastlane 2017 review. Honestly, I wanted to do this review. Okay, so this is what happened last night. I worked last night and I tweeted out during my work. I tweeted during work yesterday, how was Fastlane? Okay, so I tweeted out during work yesterday, how was Fastlane? Because I just wanted to know. I didn't read any results. I didn't go on my usual websites and everything like that. I didn't know how Fastlane was last night. So I tweeted out, and literally the responses I got were hilarious, man. I could not believe the responses I was getting for this show. Like, oh my God. So I'm gonna go on Twitter. I'm gonna show you the responses that I was getting. My boy Ty1822 said, awful. Only 2 good matches so far. Oh shit. Mr. Rout said, check my Twitter stream. My good buddy OTR Central gave me the middle finger when I asked how it's Fastlane. My boy Gold Standard 000 that you guys see in the pay-per-view predictions said garbage outside of 2 matches. The Chris Phoenix said it's terrible as expected. Spaz Phoenix said pretty shit. Marvelous Mark from OTRS said the only actual good match was Neville versus Gallagher. My boy Heel Steven said, brother, you don't want to know. Snowdrop, the queen of the Q&A, said pretty good, actually. She's the only one that gave this a good review. The tag title match was decent. Added more to the End Zone Cast Club feud. Cesaro and Mahal had a good match. Strowman Reigns was better than expected, and Goldberg is the new champ. Oh, and Gallagher and Neville was the best cruiserweight match since the tournament. So there's a positive review for Fastlane. And then my boy, the Straight Shooter, said, dog shit, only good things in my opinion, Bailey, Gallagher, and Goldberg, and Samoa Joe kicking Uber driver's ass. So that was the response that I got from people when it came to Fastlane, and this is a funny meme that my boy, the MJ Take, it posted, a funny little gif, because got a job interview, so I made a Dragon Ball Z reference. Guys, raise your hands in the air and give me all the energy you can. So I watched, so I didn't watch Fastlane, but when I took my break, I was lucky enough to take my break just in time to watch Goldberg squash Kevin Owens. So I was like, oh shit, I'm just in time to watch this shit. And I watched it, and it was funny, and I was like, oh my God, I wonder how the rest of the show turned out. And so I got off of work at 12, got home around like 12:15, 12:30. I turned on Fastlane just to see what the opening would be, and then I saw Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn, and then afterwards I went to sleep because I was like, okay, that's enough. That's good background noise to fall asleep to. So I fell asleep during Fastlane. I just didn't care. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fall asleep during this shit. Who cares? Fell asleep during Fastlane. I woke up again around like 7:30ish, 8 o'clock. Watched a little bit of it, and then I had to take a break. And then afterwards, I came back, and then I finished off the rest of the show. I didn't really have to watch the main event again, but I did because it's only 23 seconds. But yeah, WWE Fastlane 2017. Oh God, this felt like an extra special edition of Raw. You know how like Impact Wrestling, they have like those free per-views, those TV pay-per-views they like to call them and stuff like that. That's what Fastlane felt like. I felt like I was watching a free per-view. I felt like I was watching a Monday Night Raw. This is a problem. You know, these are supposed to be specials, network specials. I pay $9.99 to see these, and they don't feel like anything special. They just feel like the, usual weekly show. You know, the SmackDown side of things, it's the same problem. They don't feel really all that special. They just feel like a longer episode of SmackDown. But in the case of Raw, it's a little bit worse because Raw is already 3 hours. Raw is already a long television show. And now you have this pay-per-view that you're trying to promote or this special event, and it's just as long and it's just as boring for most part, man. It's nothing special, nothing changes. It's just So that was one thing that was throwing me off while watching the show, because literally I think it was during like Jinder Mahal and Cesaro. I was just like, what the fuck is this shit, man? Why am I watching this? This ain't Raw. Like, I want to watch this. I'll go watch Monday Night Raw. But it is what it is. So anyways, Fastlane kicked off with Samoa Joe taking on Sami Zayn, the Uber driver. Sami Zayn actually was trying to pick me up from work, and I said no. And so then afterwards, he just left. He just left. So, but Sami Zayn pretty much is an idiot. It's funny how people tell me Sami Zayn's such a great worker, and like I hear other wrestlers talk about this, and this is a fact that Sami Zayn, pretty much controls a lot of his matches. He controls what happens. He plans a lot of spots because he feels he knows what's best. While watching this match the whole time, I just wanted to say, wow, if I was working back in the WWE, I would literally punch Sami Zayn and tell him, no, you little bitch, this is what we're doing, because that's not going to get me over. Samoa Joe is coming in as a destroyer, a guy who doesn't give a fuck, a guy who just wants to kill people. All right? Yet, you're booking him like everyone else. I don't know what people are trying to gain out of this. Like, what, you wanted people to think Samoa Joe was just a good wrestler? Everyone knows this already. In fact, there's so many people on the roster that are already quote-unquote good wrestlers. We don't need any more of these fucks. We need people to actually stand out and do something different besides wrestle good fucking matches. And the fact that they let Sami Zayn and Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe go out there and actually wrestle a match was pathetic. No, I mean, that's it. It's like, well, then what's the point? No. The point is to get Samoa Joe over as a destroyer. This match was trying to get fucking Uber driver Sami Zayn over. It didn't do anything for Samoa Joe. This was like, oh, Sami Zayn's so tough because he can still wrestle and fight off against Joe's offense. No. You got to make it where Samoa Joe is destroying this little punk all around the fucking ring. Destroy this punk. This dude doesn't need any offense. Sami Zayn's nothing right now. Sami Zayn has no character, no direction. You're not going to do anything with this guy. You just ain't right now. There's no plans for Sami Zayn, just plans for Samoa Joe. And yet, they just have to go out there and have a regular match? Oh, my God. You wonder why this company is failing and sucking so bad. It's because of shit like this. And you'll hear other people review this show and say, oh, yeah, this was a good opening match. No, this was shit. You want people to take note of Samoa Joe. You want people to know, like, why people were talking about Samoa Joe all those years when he wasn't in the WWE. You fucking have it where he destroys someone. You have it where he just absolutely mauls this guy and you just go, holy shit. So that's why people talked about Samoa Joe all those years he was on the independents. That's why people were telling me, dude, this Samoa Joe, he's a bad man when he wasn't in the WWE. But instead of doing that, you have already have an actual fucking match. We know Samoa Joe's a good wrestler. We know Sami Zayn's a good wrestler. We don't need to see them fucking wrestle. Shame on you, Sami Zayn, for booking this fucking shit. Shame on the agent who booked this shit, and shame on Samoa Joe for fucking accepting this shit. Because if I'm Samoa Joe, I'm bitch slapping Sami Zayn, and I'm telling that dumbass, I'm going out there and I'm choking you out in 5 minutes. And if Sami Zayn's like, whoa, and then I'll tell Sami Zayn, look, I've drawn more money than you. I've drawn bigger crowds than you. I put Ring of Honor on the fucking map, not your El Generico shit. Me, the Samoan submission machine, put Ring of Honor on the fucking map. I've helped TNA when they were fucking shitting down. I know what I'm doing, Sammy, not you. Or whatever the fuck his name is. Fuck Sami Zayn, dude. There's a reason why this guy annoys me. And it's not just because of how he has no character and he's just a vanilla midget. It's because behind the scenes, this guy books his own matches and he books them so fucking shitty. He books them like they're in an independent crowd. This is not the independents. This is the WWE. Learn to fucking make characters. I don't care if you can wrestle good matches. We know this already. Add more to your character besides I can wrestle good matches. Fuck Uber driver. Fuck Sami Zayn. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. Seriously, like, I'm tired of all these people defending this guy. No, this guy's trash. Because if he can call his own shot, like, and I've heard this before that Sami Zayn will do this. He will call his own shots from like Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, and a bunch of other people that worked with him and like shoot interviews. They say this shit, man. I mean, this match went on for 10 minutes, dude. This match should not be going on for 10 minutes. The tag team title match, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson taking on Enzo and Big Cass, was actually pretty decent. I didn't really think this match sucked. It was just like there was nothing really there. It wasn't until like the hot tag happened when the match actually started to pick up a little bit. But other than that, it was just kind of there. The club retains because they knock off the foot off the rope of Enzo Amore. So I guess there's more reason to see this match happen again. Sasha Banks took on Nia Jackson. Oh my fucking God, dude. This match was so fucking slow. And not in a good way. I mean, I'm all for slow matches and slowing down the pace, but this was just choppy. This was just botchy. The girls were screaming their spots the whole time during this match. And it just was like, ugh. And I knew, like, right away that Sasha Banks was winning. And you know why I know? Because Sasha Banks, and I think Sasha Banks is an incredible talent. I think she's a good women's wrestler and all that other stuff. But Sasha Banks, you know when she's losing the match because when she comes out for her entrance, she does not try. But you know when she's winning, oh, she goes the I'm the boss. She acts like it's a big fucking deal. I knew Sasha Banks was winning because she came out and she was all happy. She never comes out happy when she's going to lose. She always has that resting bitch face on when she's about to fucking lose. But I knew she was winning because she came out happy. At least Nia Jax, I can't tell if she's pissed off or happy if she's going to win because most of the time that's just her look. Sasha Banks, you can tell. And so this match right here was just so bad, so slow, so choppy, yelling out the spots, and then it came with the dumbest result. You had Sasha Banks win. What's the point of you guys building monster characters, WWE? And we're going to get to this a little bit later on, so this rant will kind of bleed on over to another match. But what's the point of you building up a monster character if the payoff is so fucking weak? I mean, seriously, Nia Jax, we know she's not that good of a wrestler. We know that there's some abilities she can't do compared to all the other women. But the fact that she's bigger than most of them, and she's not like most girls, like her theme song says, and that she is supposed to be a power wrestler, you would think that, oh, you know what? We'll try to get Nia Jax over by just beating up everyone. And she's a monster, and then we can set it up where someone can have to overcome this beast at a big show, like a WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. No, you just have it where she literally is featured on the big shows just to look like a bitch. You don't do anything with Nia Jax to make her look like a big deal, and now you have it where Sasha Banks win. Why does Sasha Banks need to win right now? Sasha Banks, if you look at the level of, establishment, she's a former, like, two-time women's champ, or one-time, I can't remember at this point, two-time. I mean, she's a former two-time women's champ. Why does she need this win over Nia Jax? If anything, Nia Jax is all the wins and all the heat you can get. But you have Sasha Banks win for whatever dumb dick reason, whatever. And then we had a backstage segment where, like, Jinder Mahal and Rusev were, like, arguing about wanting single matches. They don't want to be a tag team anymore. And so we got singles matches. And I was like, oh, fucking A. I was so pissed off when I found out my RT button doesn't work on my Xbox anymore. I think WWE figured out that people have been pressing RT too much and fast-forwarding through their pay-per-views out because I had to manually fast-forward through this shit. Cesaro and Jinder Mahal, don't care. Cesaro won. Big Show and then afterwards, Rusev attacked Jinder Mahal, and then Big Show came out, and Big Show beat up Rusev. And I'm just sitting here as Big Show's beating up Rusev, and I'm just like, who did Rusev piss off backstage? I really want to know who the fuck did Rusev pissed off backstage? Because there's no way this guy should be doing this jobber shit, man. For all you want to say about if you don't like big wrestlers and the talent and everything like that, Sasha's a three-time women's champ. Holy shit, dude. God damn, that's terrible. I did not even know that she was a three-time. I thought she was two-time at most. Wow. Sorry about that. But say what you want about big guy wrestlers, even if you don't like them, but Rusev is the man, dude. Rusev should be a guy they should be pushing. And don't say, oh, Chase, you're jumping on the Rusev band. No, I've been a Rusev fan. I've been a Rusev fan. People who have been watching this channel for a long time can tell you I've always liked Rusev. And I just don't understand. And I'm not trying to jump on the bandwagon like everyone else does when someone who has been pushed really hard and then they're not getting pushed anymore and people jump on that bandwagon and say, I feel bad for the guy. I hope he gets better. No, I just don't understand how WWE doesn't do anything for this guy. Because if you think about it, WrestleMania 31, he was in a big-time featured match with John Cena. John Cena. And then, like, 32, he was doing shit with World Elite and the New Day or whatever the fuck, the United Nations, whatever that Sheamus Wade Barrett group was. He was in with W. And now 33, it's like, what is Rusev doing? He might be in the Battle Royal. Like, he's progressing down in, like, the worst spiral. Who did he piss off backstage? I thought they liked this guy. I mean, like, if you think about this guy, right now, Rusev, he should be, screw Bray Wyatt or Tubby Owens, whatever you want. This guy should have been at least the guy to job to Goldberg tonight or something. This guy should at least be a world champion right now. Rusev's a stud. And it's like this guy's like jobbing the Big Show. Oh, man, dude. I don't know what WWE's doing with Rusev, man. And Rusev's Mashka. I hope Rusev, what's it called, gets pushed soon, man. I love that guy, dude. Oh, League of Nations. See, that's how bad I forgot these stupid names, man. League of Nations. Well, League of Nations makes sense too because Alberto Del Rio left, and then Wade Barrett left. Neville versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Oh man, what a match! Cruiserweight Championship. This is definitely the only thing you should watch from Fastlane, next to Goldberg beating Kevin Owens. Because literally, to be honest, I was so down on this show at this point. I was sitting there. I was still pissed off that Uber driver booked this shitty match with Samoa Joe. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, man, dude, now it's a cruiserweight. It's like, I love Neville. You guys know I'm a huge Neville fan. Jack Gallagher has become recently one of my favorite cruiserweights. The dude's just hilarious. I was just like, oh, man, I don't know if this match is going to be good. And then, holy shit, this was actually a good match. The only complaint I have is that I wish it went longer so that way some of the other matches could have got cut down. Like, oh, this was fun. This was a good match. Both guys wrestled to their characters. It was a fun little exchange. Not the best cruiserweight match. I mean, there's still been better cruiserweight matches from the Cruiserweight Classic and everything, but this was definitely one of the better ones and definitely one I enjoyed. Neville ends up retaining. Right guy goes over. Looks like he's going to face Austin Aries and his package. That was like really awkward too. Like Michael Cole was just like had that awkward face every time Austin Aries mentioned package. It was hilarious. Oh God. So what do you guys want to hear first? Reigns and Care Bear or Bayley and Charlotte? I want to know what you guys want to hear first because both have long rants coming. I want to know what you guys want to hear first because like both are having rants no matter what. Just depends on which rant you want to hear first. I just want to know. Oh, no, Charlotte? You want to hear Charlotte first, Nero? You want to hear Charlotte first? You want to hear what Charlotte says? Okay, so I'm going to post this on Twitter. Oh, yeah, if you guys are watching this, please make sure you guys give this video a big old thumbs up and make sure you guys share this with people on Twitter, Facebook, and all those other great social media networks. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Charlotte. Oh, okay, so everyone wants to hear the golden cheese. Oh, you want to hear my golden children reasoning why Charlotte lost? Okay. Charlotte versus Bayley, women's championship, and then we'll talk about Reigns versus Care Bear, aka Braun Strowman. For those new, I can't wait till like it's established from new because I get new people and they will always ask me on Twitter and everything like that, who's Care Bear? Why you call him Care Bear? And I'm like, it's Strowman. I just fucking hate the guy. He sucks. So I call him Care Bear because literally all he was doing when Care Bear first came on the main roster, all Care Bear was doing was hugging people. So I was like, that's what the Care Bears do, man. They just hug people. And then I have this like bear in my room. When I used to actually edit the videos, I don't know if you guys remember this. I used to do Bray Wyatt skits where I was like, new face of bear, because I just made fun of Bray Wyatt the whole time because I thought his promos were stupid. And I had like this little bear, and then I just like use that as Strowman. So I just call him Care Bear. But yeah, let's go talk about Charlotte and Bayley for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. The match itself was pretty solid. I don't know what happened to the NXT women. They like minus Becky, and I don't really blame Becky too much because Becky has to work with has to help Alexa Bliss and Carmella and stuff like that. She has to help these women. But I don't know what happened. These women, they progressed. And I don't know if it's because they can't wrestle a certain style on the main roster or something, but they don't wrestle good matches anymore. Unless it's a stipulation match, they don't wrestle just like good, clean matches anymore. Like Charlotte, I like Charlotte. I think she's good. You know, I'm one of the few Charlotte fans. I think a lot of people don't know this. I am a Charlotte Flair fan. I hope you guys know this. and stuff like that. I hope you all know I do like Charlotte. You know, she's part of the Golden Children. Like, if you're part of the Golden Children, I'm a fan of you. I may rip on Finn Balor, but I'm a Finn Balor fan because he's one of Triple H's chosen ones. I gotta love what Triple H loves, right? So, Charlotte, queen of the Golden Children, one of my favorite people to talk about on this channel because it's just she's just such an interesting dynamic. She does Triple H booking better than most of the Golden Children. And, you know, this Charlotte Bayley match was kind of blah. Sasha Banks came out and blatantly interfered in the match, which I was surprised didn't lead to a DQ for Charlotte, so that way they could have kept the pay-per-view streak intact while keeping Bayley at the belt. But no, they have Bayley do the hippo suplex, and Bayley the Hippo is still our women's champion. And so all those months that you've been making my queen, your queen, our queen, Charlotte, the most undefeated person of all time on pay-per-views, you just wasted it. You just decided, oh, you know what? Why wait till WrestleMania? We'll do this at Fastlane. And I was pissed off about this. I was pissed. I was angry. I couldn't believe they did this. And then it dawned on me. Charlotte's a golden child. This is Triple H booking to a T. I'm pissed about it. It's stupid that what WWE did, but god damn it, dude. Charlotte, you are a fucking genius. I love you. If you didn't look like Rick, I would marry you, Charlotte. That's just all I got to say, because Charlotte knew that her losing her streak at WrestleMania, that would be talked about for years to come. Charlotte knew this. She knew about this. Her pay-per-view streak would be over with. No, it was a streak, Dan Bones. It wasn't like she was undefeated. They were talking about her streak. Like, she had an undefeated streak at pay-per-views. Like, they talked about that, but she has like an undefeated streak. It made no sense, but at the same time, it was perfect sense for Charlotte, because Charlotte needed this to happen at Battleground, because Charlotte can't have it where at WrestleMania it's remembered that her pay-per-view streak ended there. No, she's a golden child. She's Triple H's chosen one. Triple H booked this so it happened at a lesser pay-per-view that you won't remember for years to come. No one will remember this at Fastlane. That's why Charlotte booked it this way, because Triple H has done this his whole career. See Unforgiven. I'm not going to lose to Goldberg at SummerSlam, but I will drop the belt at Unforgiven. Charlotte was a genius. Charlotte, I think they said championship streak, Dan Bones. I think they were talking about championship streak. Like, they said like her championship match streak. I don't know. That's what WWE's saying. But Charlotte's a genius, man. This woman's a genius. She's a goddess. This was Triple H booking to its fullest degree, and Golden Children rule, bitches. Just when you think all the Golden Children are dead, Chase. No. Because Golden Children know to win and lose they win on the big shows and they lose on all the shitty shows. Because no one's gonna remember this shit. No one. And best believe when Charlotte goes into WrestleMania and when she wins the women's championship, oh, I told you so. I told you so. LOL, Golden Children rule. So fuck all you haters. My girl Charlotte, Triple H politicked her way to making sure her streak did not end at Mania. I'm pissed off that it didn't end at Mania, but at the same time, I cannot praise this much more. This is backstage politics. Yeah, and the thing is too, Charlotte is a master, because I always say Charlotte, you know, she's the golden child, and then Bayley and Sasha are Charlotte's angels, where they're pretty much there just to help Charlotte, make sure Charlotte doesn't get too much heat, make sure Charlotte doesn't get too much hate from the YWC and IWC. Roman doesn't have that. Roman Reigns does not have, you know, Roman's angels by his side. Charlotte has two angels, because really, to be honest, Charlotte should be the most hated woman in the IWC, but she isn't. She really isn't. You know, fans don't really like her all that much, but she really isn't, like, hated. And because she has these two heat retractors and Sasha and Bailey that make you guys forget about all her politics and all her booking because she has these two. And I guarantee you guys are saying, Chase, this is just you making shit up. No, no, no. I guarantee you, Charlotte, I know you're watching because you know I'm your number one fan. You're sitting there and you're nodding your head and you're saying this kid knows too much. You're going to send a secret agency to kill me. I know it, Charlotte. I love you. But yeah, see, Charlotte is a genius. She's a golden child for a reason. And she made sure that this was an event she lost her streak to because she didn't want it to be remembered at WrestleMania. All hail the queen, Charlotte. Golden children rule, bitches. They still win even when they lose. Let's talk about another golden child. Roman Reigns. Believe that. Taking on Care Bear. Fuck you, Care Bear. Piece of fucking shit. Why have this happen at WrestleMania? I wish this happened at WrestleMania so I can remember this from year to come. What are you talking about, Dan Bones? I'm a Reigns fan. He's part of the Gold Children. I'm a Reigns fan. I've always been a Roman Reigns fan, Dan Bones. I've been a huge Reigns fan. Always supported the dude. I like all the Shield guys, even though they all get booked shitty. But fuck you, Braun. Character. Let me get this straight. You thought that you're gonna build up Care Bear to be this big time monster just for Reigns to beat him clean. No controversial ending, especially with all the times you've done controversial shit with Roman Reigns, where it's just been like, oh, they brawled, oh, it's been a no contest and everything like that. You guys, now all of a sudden you're just like, fuck it. We don't care. LOL, Roman wins. Oh, God. You want to know why Roman Reigns will never get over? This match right here is a reason why Roman Reigns will never get over. And that pisses me off, dog. I wish Roman Reigns could get over. I wish Roman Reigns could be a big star. I wish the fans could like Roman Reigns. And it just will never happen, man. It just will never happen. Because after watching this match, oh, it's dead. You might as well just have it where he's just seen a 2.0 at this point. My boy Schleg Daddy said he's part of the Breakfast Club. No, Schleg Daddy, you should know better. He's part of the Golden Children. He's part of the Golden Children. Oh, damn Bones. Easily, Woodley versus Thompson was worse. Because at least Kevin Owens and Goldberg, they did shit. 3 rounds and looked at each other. Oh. So, like, pretty much it's just like you build up Care Bear. And you guys know I don't like fucking Care Bear. But you build him up to be this big-time fucking monster. This, oh, I'm going to destroy everyone. And then you just have it because Roman Reigns has to face The Undertaker this year at WrestleMania. So you have it where Roman Reigns beats him clean. And this seriously was like, and literally, to be honest here, you guys know me, I defend Roman a lot of the times when it comes to his in-ring work, but this was Roman's worst match I've ever seen, and it's nothing to do with Care Bear. It wasn't because, like, look, first off, we know Care Bear's not that good of a worker. He's still improving. But Reigns seriously took the Cena route in this match. He took the Cena route. He asked his buddy Finn Balor how to do this. He took the Shinsuke route. He literally just got beat up the whole fucking time. And then he hit his signature finisher, LOL Roman wins. He literally just did the Cena moves. That's all he did. That's literally all he did. Like, what the fuck? like I was expecting this like to be a big, because Roman Reigns normally works good with other big wrestlers because he always goes back and forth with them. It's always a great exchange. But it was just like here, like Roman Reigns was like, "Oh yeah, let's just copy let's just copy a fucking Lesnar match, except you're not Lesnar." And it's like, oh god damn, dude, what a stupid fucking show, man. Like, why would you do this? Why would you have no, not Goldberg, Roman Reigns like win in this fashion? I'm fine with the way Goldberg won, by the way, but I just don't understand why would you have Roman Reigns win in this fashion? It's so stupid. You could have had it where a bit of DQ. You could have had the Undertaker hint something and just have it where like Reigns is about to and this is like a way where like Strowman doesn't even get hurt or Care Bear doesn't even get hurt. You have where Reigns goes, oh, and he's about to hit the spear, and then all of a sudden the lights go out, and then, like it's just like, what the heck? Care Bear's no longer in the ring. Undertaker's in there. The fans freak out. Reigns charges Taker. Taker lifts him up, choke slams him, and then bam, there you go. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. But no, it was just it was just shit. So stupid. Reigns wins clean. LOL. Golden Children rule. And if you guys want to put these fallacies that Reigns is in the Breakfast Club, just reminding you right now, if Reigns was in the Breakfast Club, he would have thrown Randy Orton over the top rope at the Royal Rumble, but he didn't. Because Randy Orton is in the Breakfast Club, damn it. Not Roman Reigns. Until Reigns does something significant against a Breakfast Club member not named Triple H, because Triple H puts over all his golden children some way, somehow, some way, shape, or form. Until he does something against Cena, until he does something against Orton, then I do not care. Oh, okay, Adobe. I will talk about Goldberg now. So Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. First off, you know, one thing I'm going to point out, and this is a small little detail, but I've seen fans bitch about this all the time. You know what, Goldberg? I'm going to give you props on this one because Goldberg came out first. He came out first. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people are like, why is that a big deal? You don't know how many times I've seen people in reviews on Twitter saying it's disrespectful when the champion doesn't come out last. He's the champion. He deserves to come out last. Yada, yada, yada. Skip, whatever. And yet Goldberg, he took the bullet on this one. Goldberg said, you know what? I'll come out first. So props to Goldberg coming out first, man. I know it's just a little thing, but Goldberg didn't need to freaking come out first. Seriously, he didn't need to come out first. So I was happy about that. I said props to Goldberg coming out first because I thought for sure Kevin Owens would come out first, and then afterwards Goldberg would come out and stuff like that. They'd make Kevin Owens look scared in the ring as Goldberg is coming out. No, Goldberg came out first, and I give him props on that one. So y'all, I know this is just like a little detail that none of y'all care about, but I care about that shit, man. Like, it's like the champion should deserve the respect of coming out last. They're the champion for a reason, and I've seen many people bitch about it. And I'm surprised in many reviews, and especially people who do review wrestling like that, they still haven't mentioned that. Straight shooter, Reigns beat Randy Orton that was pissed off and drinking. Okay, this wasn't the Randy Orton that we have today. That's like Breakfast Club. Come on, straight shooter. You should know better. Let me talk about Goldberg real quick. But yeah, so Goldberg came out first. Kevin Owens came out. The match did not even happen. Kevin Owens was just running away. Goldberg literally just stood there. Did nothing. Kevin Owens got in the ring. They were about to start the match. Jericho's music hit. Goldberg hit the spear. Goldberg hit the jackhammer. 1, 2, 3. And then bam, Goldberg won. My only complaint is that Jericho interviewed. Why does Goldberg need help from Chris Jericho's dumbass? But whatever. Goldberg went on to win the WWE Universal Championship. And I was just like amazed about this, man. First of all, I thought for sure Goldberg was going to take a bump or two just to show that he can survive finishers for Lesnar. But now Goldberg was like, fuck that shit, dude. Goldberg took no bumps, man. Goldberg was like, man, I'm going out there and I'm just doing what I said in my promo. Like, Goldberg literally, like, if you want to talk about people like going too long on promos and stuff like that, Goldberg is literally telling you what he's going to do in his promo. Like, at least Goldberg is backing his shit up. Like, Goldberg literally told us, spear, jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. Goldberg literally told us this would happen. And he backed up his words. We always talk about how their WWE's promos make no sense. Whoever's writing Goldberg's promos knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're like, oh yeah, this is what Goldberg should be saying and doing. They know what they're doing with Goldberg. It's funny as hell. So yeah, pretty funny stuff. Goldberg ends up becoming the Universal Champion. Him and Brock Lesnar. And it's funny, too. I love how people were so convinced Kevin Owens is going to win. Why would they have Kevin Owens win? It would make no sense. Why? So Jericho and Owens can have the Universal title feud? And if anything, this kind of makes Jericho look like a dumbass, too. This is how shows out why I didn't want anyone interfering in the Goldberg match was because it makes people look stupid. Because why would you call someone who's a champion? Wouldn't you think like the biggest thing to do? Like I know Jericho's gonna come up and be like, Kevin Owens, the reason why I cost you the match, and I don't know why I'm giving Jericho that voice. That's just how I feel like he sounds like now because he's such a goofy character. But he's like, the reason why I cost you the match is because I wanted you to feel how it felt when you lost the Universal Championship. And I'm like, you know what would make you feel better is if you took the Universal title. But Jericho's going on fire. Okay, Jericho can have a one-day title reign. If fucking Kane can have a one-day title reign, why can't Jericho? Morons. The belts don't matter anyways. They just flip them around. I don't know, Draven G. That's going to be the most interesting part. What will Goldberg and Lesnar do? That's going to be like a UFC fight for sure, man. All this hype, you want to know what's going to happen, and you don't know if it's going to happen like that, quick, or whatever, man. That's definitely like a UFC fight, man. Literally, that's like a UFC fight right there. They're building up all this hype. You don't even know. They're going to have their entrances. It's time! And it can end just like that. I guess that's kind of exciting in a way. Yeah, I think like if I were to guess, Draven G, what I think the match will go, I think Goldberg will go hit the spear on Lesnar, hit a jackhammer, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then he kicked out. So, oh, then Mark Hunt finally retired. Good. I can stop hearing this guy bitch and complain about steroid users. No, this is a new era, Nero. How dare you? The new era, man. They brought back They brought in Goldberg, and they made him champion. Oh, pro wrestling. I love it, model. You know how like they do like those bets for wrestling? You know how they do those bets for wrestling? They should definitely do the bets. They should definitely do like a prop bet of how long Goldberg is going to be. This contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, he would like to be announced as the face that runs the place. AJ Styles. That guy. I like JoJo. I think JoJo, like, I feel like the one, okay, JoJo, there's certain names she does good with. The other names, she's like, oh. Yeah, no, Goldberg's going to do more. Goldberg's going to do more in 1 month than Kevin Owens the whole reign. Anyways, guys, WWE Fastlane 2017, I'm just going to say this. It was a disappointing show. It wasn't a show that really delivered all that much. The Cruiserweight Championship match is really the only match to really watch from the show, unless you're a huge Goldberg fan. It's just like don't watch the main event. Like unless you're a Goldberg fan, like I said. If you're not a Goldberg fan, then don't watch it. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much my review for WWE Fastlane 2017. If you guys like what you saw here, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. And just remember, guys, we're waiting for the epic moment when Chris Jericho says to Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens, You just made the list. Tony Schimmel, I believe, is just a truck driver now, Dan Bones. I don't think he does anything. But yeah, I actually have to get ready for a job interview, guys. Wish me luck on Twitter. Be like Goku and Dragon Ball Z. Raise your hands up in the sky and hand me all that energy so I can throw a spirit bomb in this job interview. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Enjoy your day. I'll probably be back maybe Tuesday night for like a Raw / SmackDown recap type of thing where I talk about and quote unquote review both shows, even though it's not really reviewing both shows. It's just me kind of rambling about them. So yeah, we'll probably do that on Tuesday night. If I don't get around to that, then probably don't expect to see me again until Wednesday or Thursday. All right, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Peace.